YouTube channel. In this week's video, I'm finally actually going to be making a tutorial on how to make a GFX on Blender 2.8. You can also use Blender 2.79 if you'd like. I just find using Blender 2.8 a lot easier. So you are going to need Blender. I have it right here. I will leave a link in the description for everything in this video that I have used. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, make sure to subscribe and like the video, and yeah, want to learn how to make a GFX? Keep watching. So as I said before, you will need Blender right here. So I have all the versions. I will leave a link for Blender 2.79 and 2.8 in the description so you can download whichever you'd like. You need to download the one corresponding to your computer. There are a lot of versions, so hopefully yours is on there. I don't think it is available to Chromebooks, but I'm really not sure. Next, you'll need Roblox Studio because this is where all the base things happen, like loading in your character and exporting it, adding customization, room models, and stuff like that. Then you will need a plugin called Load Character Light. This is a free plugin, so you don't need to worry about cost or anything, and I will leave a link so you can download it and install it. It will be then in Roblox Studio. Make sure you have that before you download the plugin. But yeah, anyway, after you've downloaded all that, you will need a rig, and then you're gonna need Roblox Studio, so I have it open right here, and you're gonna have different pre-made sets that you can take. We're just going to use the classic base plate, so just double click on it and it should open. Now once you open it up, you probably won't have these things when you first get it. Then you can just click view and turn on Explorer, Properties, and Toolbox. Those are the three that I have open. Those are the most useful. Next, when we go in plugins, you should have the load character plugin, so you can easily use that if you are using a different character. But luckily for you, if you don't have and you want to make the same exact one as me, I've got you covered. I've made a GFX model that you can use, something like this. So this is the same one as you saw in the GFX earlier, and we're going to be using this one. First, you can use any other. You don't have to use this one. I've just made this for you if you'd like. So the way the load character plugin works is really simple. You just type in the username and it spawns. And if you'd like to have this GFX girl, I will leave a link in the description so you can download it. Sometimes in Blender, when you spawn, it spawns like somewhere far away where you can't even see it. So to prevent this, when you're loading in your character, you want to make sure that this is ticked on so it spawns at the bottom. Then you want to go into the Properties tab and click on your model, so I have it selected, and you want to make sure that origin position is at 0. You're going to click 0, 3, 0. You might be wondering, why not 0, 0, 0? Well, if I do 3, 0, this will happen. If I do 0, 0, 0, this will happen, and we definitely don't want that. Anyway, once you're set up and it's set at the right position, you're going to right click on your model and export it. I've already exported mine, so I don't need to do this again, but you're going to export the character and save it onto your files wherever you'd like. Then we have to hop on into the Blender rig, and then we'll get on with that. Open the rig and start modeling. Once you download the rig, you should have a default and a faceless file. You can click any of these. Some of them only come with the default, but some of them also come with the faceless. I don't know, the newer ones do. So just click that and it should open Blender, and it should take you right to it. Once you do open Blender, it should be completely pink in Blender 2.8. In Blender 2.79, I'm not sure. Most of it should be the same. And basically you want to, if you have the faceless, you just want to click the head and delete it. If you have the default, then you will have a lot more parts to delete, but it's not that hard. Just click delete on your keyboard or X and then delete. Now the controls for Blender. These are actually pretty simple. What you're gonna do is use the middle mouse button to pan around or just rotate, and you're gonna hold shift and the middle mouse to pan around, and the scroll wheel just to zoom in and out in general. Now we want to add a texture because we don't want our GFX to be pink. So we're going to click the torso or the arms, whatever you want, and you want to go up here to this nod right here. And you're going to click shader editor. This is where we edit the shades and stuff like that. You're going to see a bunch, but you want to focus on the two orange ones, and you want to go down to the bottom one, not the top one. And you want to go and choose your files. So I'm going to load in my text right here. It might take a little trial and error, but on this one, it's mostly likely the first one. Blender has this transparency problem when you import the objects, which we're going to do in a second, and I'll show you exactly what to do. Now, once we have our file, we need our head and the rest. So we're going to click the file, import wavefront, and then we're going to import OBJ. And you're going to make sure to tick group on at the bottom here and import the OBJ once you've ticked it on. It should be up here right now, and you're just going to click rotate because as you see, it is facing the wrong way around. So you're going to use the blue knob and just rotate it 180 degrees. You should be able to see it at the bottom right there. So I try to make it as exact as possible. Right now I got 180.8. Once you do, it should pretty much be, you know, very visible. If you go into the other material one, then you would see more. It doesn't really matter. Now I just like to move the character to the side a little bit, so right there, and then select all the arms and stuff. So use shift and click to do this, and then I like to hit X delete or just delete on your keyboard. Now there are actually two hairs if you see. I don't know why, but since there are two and I don't want to get confused and messing them up, I'm simply going to use the select box, select both of them because then it would just be so much easier. So select both of them, but control join, so then they're joined in. Now they're one complete hair, so you can move them and they'll go as one. We're just going to select the head and the glasses as well and move them back to their original position. Now it's time to pose the character. I am going to speed this up, but basically you can click on one and click rotate, and then you can rotate the character however you'd like. So you can do almost all the parts. Experiment around with it. You can even move the head, and I'll see you once I'm finished posing. I forgot to include this before, but if you want to know how to make your objects transparent, because we are using the cycles render, you are going to need to change the texture again. I don't know why it's a problem in Blender. You're going to want to go into the world icon and then scroll down to the alpha and change it to the image texture, and you should be good. I have to do it twice because it's not on the hair, so I have to repeat that until it is. We can work from home. We can work from home. Yeah. We can work from home. Once you are finished posing just like this, then you're going to want to add a background as you see in the picture. So basically you're going to add a plane. So to do this, just select an object, click add, and click mesh and plane. Then you should be able to get this in, sort of thing. What you want to do next is you want to click on rotate and kind of just position it into the way that you want so it fits. I just rotate it there. And I'm going to move it back right here. Then if you click scale, you should be able to scale it big enough. So this is like super big. You can simply just scale it, and then you should make sure it's like bigger than what you want. So then when you add the camera, your shot will be included and you won't see any of the black sort of gray stuff. You're then going to add a camera. So click add camera right here. And if you click on this icon up here, you should go exactly into the camera view. And I just like to move it up a little bit, then go out and zoom out. I move it up a little bit and zoom out a little bit, then go in and change the camera size. So to do that, click on this output thing right here and type in your pixels width. I'm going to go for 1000 by 1000. Then move it down again, move it the way you like. So I'm going to keep it right here and go to the plane, and you can change it to whatever color you like. So go into the world, new texture, click the base color, and you can change this to whatever you like. It won't even affect your GFX. I'm going to make it a nice pink. Now you can customize this the way you like, so I'm just going to keep it like this color, and that's literally it. So once you're finished with this, you can just go check the rendered mode, and right now it's very dark. The way you can fix this is either by adding a light, or you can just go into the world icon and click ambient occlusion. This will immediately give you some nice lighting by itself, and you've easily gotten yourself a nice GFX. You can now set up the camera however you'd like, and then you can just hit render and render image once you're happy with your design. Also, before the render, make sure to turn on denoising. It should be under the picture tab right here, and make sure to turn that on, and then you're ready to render. We can work from home. Yeah. We can work from home.
I ain't worried about nothing, I ain't worried about nada. You're sitting pretty.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys want to see the end product of the GFX, it'll be right up there for you to see it. Yeah, if you guys would like to order GFX instead of learning how to make one, since this is just the basic version, you can even add room models, pose your character, etc, etc. But if you'd like to order GFX from me, the link is in the description. My commissions are open, so yeah, hopefully I get a commission from you guys if you'd like one. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Work, but I gotta put in work. I ain't gotta go to work. Let your body